What's up, you guys? Going a little bit more casual with this one. Been talking over the stream the past couple of weeks, and there's definitely been a desire for kind of an easy way to find all esports related stuff. And for me, I do that on my stream anyway, but for the YouTube audience or for like an easy way to find it, there just hasn't really been a way. So what I think I'm going to do is from now on, every Friday, hopefully, as long as it doesn't interfere with casting and all the other stuff, we're going to try to do like a quick TLDR of all things Rocket League esports related based upon anything that we can find, whether it be Twitter, Reddit, you name it. So let's get started. This is going to be a new series, you guys. If you didn't really get to see or haven't really heard, plan is to give you guys kind of a quick version of all relevant things Rocket League related. This is going to be entirely up to what I consider is relevant and what is irrelevant, but if there's things that you guys want to hear, I want you guys to be a large factor. There's things you want to shape or determine how this series is going to go. Please leave comments. Please let me know what you guys want. More of this, more of that. And maybe this will expand to just all things Rocket League and not just esports. So with that being said, the easiest way to do it is kind of check the past week. And this is something that you guys can do yourselves. So I'm trying to obviously make it easier because it's simpler for me to just say what's going on than it is to go and do this yourself. But at any point, you guys can go to Reddit, reddit.com/r/Rocket League Esports, and find all this information. It makes it really nice and easy. The nice thing is the subreddit is relatively small in the scheme of things, so new posts don't happen that often, and the ones that are important go straight to the top. So pretty good stuff. First things first, the big one that's kind of on a lot of our minds, FlipSid is no longer with Rocket League. So there's two parts to this. First and foremost, FlipSid has not been re-signed via contract with the guys. Currently, the guys are Cookser and Mystic. Speed is not official part of the roster, but I can almost guarantee that he's going to sign with whatever team they decide to go with in the future, whether it be under a new name. My chat joked about We Dem Italians, which sounds pretty awesome, even though it's extremely biased towards Cookser. But I will say for me, it's very weird knowing that Cookser will not be running the FlipSid name. It's been a very long time, pretty much since the beginning, or hell, it is since the beginning that FlipSid has been a part of the Rocket League scene. And I know what they've done not only for our scene, but also the players that have been directly involved, and they will be greatly missed. I'm going to really miss FlipSid in Rocket League, as they are not signing a team, whether it be Rival Series or another RLCS team. The other half of it is the guys could not find an agreement when it came to the contract. So for for Cookser and Mystic, I don't know if it was money. I don't know if it was management purposes or whatever. I don't want to speak on things that I don't have the exact information on, or things that I can quote on. Maybe I can talk to Hector, their owner, and see if I can get some information from them, and depending on what he wants to share. But we don't know the details, and I don't want to speculate, but I do know that they did not come to an agreement when it came to the contract and what they were looking for out of that contract. So kind of a big hit. No more FlipSid. Speaking of FlipSid, and I know he was with Excel, kind of hard to say, and it doesn't seem like he's too sold on it yet, but it's pretty much leading that way. Marky probably going to be retiring. Sucks. Not really a good way to say it. Marky's one of the best personalities we have in Rocket League, and I hope he finds a way to interject himself in some way, shape, or form, whether it be as coach, manager, or just personality. I think there's a lot of content that he could be making if he decides to go that route, if there is not the dream or desire to be a world-class player, as he has said himself. Jesse is subbing for Dignitas, and Jacob is subbing for Splice. Part of the reason I can assume this is happening is after Sizz left to stay as a content creator for Rogue, and technically is Rogue's sub, even though he'll never see the light of day. And the fact that Joro decided to quit Rocket League, that team has technically already forfeited their spot for RLCS, which means Jacob would have to find a brand new team and try to requalify and all that kind of stuff. So for him, subbing for Splice is not a bad idea. I actually think he could earn a starting role on that squad in the future. We'll see what happens there. Keep an eye on it. Paschy retired for pretty much like 3 weeks and is now back. He's going to be forming with old teammates and really good friends. I think it's going to be kind of a one last hurrah for him with Stocky and Killer number 7. So pretty cool there. For those that haven't seen the update as well, as you can see it right now in the middle of the screen, Tyler and Hado are going to be picking up Shock. If you guys don't know about the drama that went down with the Afterthoughts information, basically they had a really strong qualifier for WSOE. It was Shock, Hoxer, and Mist. They said that they were going to be playing an RLRS together after making it through the WSOE qualifiers, and then stupid drama happened, all that kind of whatever stuff that I don't really pay attention to. I will say, though, if you want information about that, JamesBot and the guys at Rush Hour for Gold Rush did a podcast and spoke about that, and I know there was interviews during that as well, so go check out that. I'll leave a link of that probably in the description for y'all. The other big thing is, if you guys haven't noticed it, RLCS South America, obviously the grand whatever they call it, the grand something. I did a video on it earlier. If you guys haven't seen that, check that out. But it's the grand something. I forget what South America's tournament's going to be called to make it into the RLCS. But they have their first team officially signed, the INTZ Esports. The fact that a South American team is officially signed is actually kind of awesome. The fact that the qualifiers haven't even begun and there's already interest in that is a really good sign for that scene. So awesome stuff there. If you didn't see the teaser of League of Rockets is now going to be doing the League of Rockets games, or the LOR games. Basically, it is kind of like a King of the Hill type tournament where it's $1,000 prize pool. Right now, it's 2 players. They play a best of 7, 1v1. Pretty sure it was Scrub and Fairy Peak, because those are like the 2 that always go head to head. And the winner stays, and then the next time they do an episode, it'll be whoever won versus whoever else. Always really highly post-produced, all that kind of stuff. Really cool voice acting and all that nonsense. Check it out. They premiered it on Twitch, but the VOD is now up. All this information and all these links you can easily find in the description or in the subreddit. Highly recommend going to the subreddit and searching by each week. Makes it really easy. There's an official interview by Rocketeers.gg with the Team Echo Zulu boys. Taz, the one who had all the nutty saves. If you guys want to watch a more in-depth and a live version of that, you guys can actually check out my video. After the event happened, while they were still in, still in Germany after Leipzig, I took the time to talk to Taz, Matane, as well as Impact for a little bit over Discord. So check that out if you guys want a longer version or a more delved into version of an interview. And last but not least, the boy Jake from Chief Esports Club of the Old is rumored to be possibly coming back to the RLCS qualifiers this season, which I welcome wholeheartedly. Anyway, that does it for us, you guys. We don't really have a name for the series. I don't think we're going to have a name for the series. It's just going to be news on Fridays. It's going to be good. Suggestions, comments, all that kind of stuff down below. Hit me up. I will see you guys next Friday. Peace.